Hello and welcome to podcast number 5. With this one, we are just drawing a function. And sometimes this takes a little trial and error. So the first thing that I do is I look and see what are the important x values. -3, +2, -3 to -1, 0, and -1 to +2. So when I make the x-axis, so 0 is important. -3 is important, -1 is mentioned, and also +2. You could put all of the numbers if you want to, but these are going to be the important ones. So that's the x-axis. And then for the y-axis, now I just crossed out my 0, so let me try to fix that a little bit. Okay, just put the 0 off to the side. As far as the y values, there's only 2 y values. So one is saying a y value equals 5, and the other one is 0. And in fact, this part is saying that it's got to touch the origin 0, 0. So I think I'm going to draw it in blue. That sounds good today. So one point that's given is the origin, 0, 0. And the other part for the 5 is that it always equals 5 if x is between -3 and 1. So between -3 and 1, the function is always equal to 5. And that even deserves a closed dot because of the square brackets means it could equal or does equal those points. So those get blue dots. All right, now I've sort of marked up. Let me clean this up a little bit. What else is going on? So one thing is it says that it's increasing, which means going up from -infinity to -3. So that means it's going up like this until it gets to the -3. Okay, that part's done. It's also going up from 2 to infinity. I'm not exactly sure where to put that, but from 2 to infinity, it's also going up. It may be that I need to actually move this arrow. Whoops, I meant to only move the arrow. But anyway, I may need to move that arrow that I just drew, but let's just see. I know that it's going up. So it also has to go through 0, 0. So that means that I should have this connected so that it can go to 0, 0. And it also has to be decreasing from -1 to 2. So from -1, so that was right here, until I get to 2. So basically this part all needs to be decreasing and decreasing and decreasing until I get to where x equals 2. So it turns out that I do have to move this arrow, and I need to connect it so that it is like this. And then my iPad decided that it didn't like my line and it just made a new one for me. And I'll say thank you very much, but I would like to keep my line. Okay, so that is it. Now it's possible that somebody could give an answer that's very similar. So maybe theirs looks like this, it's more of a curve, and then it has to flatten out. And then maybe they curve theirs down like this and then go like that. So it's basically the same shape, but maybe it's a little curvier. That's fine too.